What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? How are you doing? All smiles today. And I know wherever my good friend Carl is, he's smiling because he was saying this for a long time that this is a money game. This has something to do with his agent. I'm pretty sure in a few days we'll hear something. And you did tell me that Tuesday there'll be a decision. So how did you know that, Carl? You were spot on the Tuesday that there's gonna be a decision on Tuesday.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to True City Fan TV, hosted by Patrick in collaboration with
You
me.
like you like you like saying TV. Remove the TV. The TV is for what's his name? It's Ray's TV. You like
Oh,
saying
okay, okay, okay.
yeah.
Welcome to True City Fan. I mean, Patrick, this is, fans out there, people who follow Patrick and follow me. Um, you know, when Patrick and I talk, and Martin, we talk, and others as well. We really bring all our head game into our discussion. What I mean by that is we don't just talk smack. We actually go into what could happen if I was the board, if I was Bernardo, if I was the agent. What's this all about? We kind of read the room, and we all said that this week was going to be crucial. We said that this week was going to be a decision, either which way. And here we are today. Bernardo's not going anywhere, and we said that this makes no sense. We think this could be a money play, an agent money play to get more money on the
Yeah,
table for Bernardo, because the 150
yeah.
that he's earning is frankly is not right, Patrick. It ain't right. If Jack
It's
Grealish is
not.
earning 300K per week,
Yeah,
not loud. I mean, Bernardo Silva's not worth half that, surely.
he's not. He's not. I think the money that he's getting, he doesn't. He deserves more. Like for the fact that we're hearing that Foden is gonna be on 225, and Jack on 300, then Bernardo on 150. No, I think it deserves more. Let me welcome the guys in the panel before we get deep into this. So, Danny says, Sue, things are happening, Patrick. Big things, yeah, big things are happening. Daniel, like the vid, guys, like the vid. We're gonna laugh at Barcelona fans together. Yo, Patrick, what's up? What's up, YSK man? YSK, how you doing, man? Apparently, Bernardo moved to another house in Manchester. Did you hear about that, Cap?
I saw that. I saw that. But you know me, I'm always very skeptical when it comes to certain things, unless I see certain journalists like Gone or like Simon Bajowski quoted or Steve McInerney. I'm always very skeptical, so I kind of wait. But that's what I heard, man. See,
So
Patrick,
it's yeah. Go ahead.
let me
Go ahead.
you say what? So for
This is your
me,
time to. By the way, Gundo, this is your time to shine because you've been saying it's gonna stay. So please talk away.
I don't know, man. I'm just very, whenever the deal is done or stuff is done, I'm always very calm because it's like the battle for me was always when people don't believe you, right? When people don't believe you and are questioning you and laughing at you. For me, that's when I get hot. That's the battle I try to fight. But when it's
Mhm.
done, I'm always kind of gracious and let kind of things go. I'll leave that to you to troll and everybody else. but Patrick,
Uh, yeah, good.
when Kevin De Bruyne comes out and says this guy ain't going anywhere, eh?
Mm.
And Kevin is not only he's the vice captain, he is an influential member of the board of the dressing room. He's close to Pep. He's close to Bernardo Silva. When Kevin says that and is quoted, he's not going anywhere. He's just not going to go anywhere because these guys have discussed, they've talked, they've had discussions. And also on Saturday, when the fans were singing Bernardo's name for 30, look, local blues who went to the stadium, I doff my hat to you, chapeau. Because I believe that thing that you did by singing his name for 30 minutes made him feel like, wow, they really do love me. Even with all this stuff of me trying to leave, these guys who sang my name for 30 minutes. They didn't sing Erling Haaland's name for 30 minutes. They didn't sing Kevin De Bruyne's name for 30 minutes. They sang my name for
Bernardo,
30
yeah,
minutes
Bernardo's name.
in the
That was
heat.
amazing. Yeah, fair
In the
play. Fair
heat.
play to the home fans, man. Fair play.
Yeah, man. It's the whole Barcelona discussion for me, it's just a travesty. It's a shame. It's disgusting. You want Bernardo Silva, yet you spend money. You sell your club. You go get Frank Kessie, who won't make a top four team. You go get Rafinha, who Chelsea should never have even gotten in the first place. You go get Lewandowski, who Bayern did not want. You go get, who else did they get again? Somebody else from some other club, right? All these guys you get.
Oh, they got Christensen from Chelsea.
You get Christensen that Chelsea fans want to kick out. For what? And you sell your club. So you get all those people, and yet you want Bernardo Silva, but you didn't get him as a first priority earlier up in June or in May.
That's what I was surprised with. That's what surprised me, Carl. It's if they really thought Bernardo Silva was important, why wasn't he the first one after they did their sales? By the way, guys, we're gonna have a discussion about Barcelona today at 7 p.m. on the Football and Chills podcast. Please join me and my good friend Carl. We're gonna discuss about that. Even if we don't have to go to facts, I just want to know. Carl might know more than me. The Barcelona fan that's coming on might know more than me, but Carl knows me. I'm actually coming there for banter. That's just me. So I don't get it. You sell all that, right? And Carl, if this guy is your main focus, as you're saying, why wasn't he the first one through the door? Do you get my point? Like, why isn't he the first one? Because if it was up to me, Bernardo would be the first one through that door and be the first one to sign on. Let me read this by Daniel. I would jump out of the window because of happiness if he extends his contract. Me too, man. We will all be excited. If he extends his contract, it's going to be a 24-hour stream. A 24-hour stream. So, Carl, now let's go back to the boardroom, right? Because we are due that program, by the way, and I think I would like to bring that program back. I still have the artwork, the boardroom, because last season we didn't bring it through, but we did a part of it. The Haaland one was part of the boardroom. The one we did with Bernardo, the case. I think the case, the episodes of the case, we can make them episodes. I think so. That's what I was thinking. You know, the case for a midfielder, case for Haaland. I think let's make them episodes and make that as part of the boardroom.
We have three.
I wanted to ask you.
We have three. We have the Haaland, we have the Bernardo, and we also have the Calvin Phillips.
Yeah. So I'm bringing you in the boardroom so you can tell people how you think. What was your thought from the beginning? Why did you tell me off camera that by Tuesday there'll be a decision? Like, what made you choose Tuesday? And yesterday was Tuesday. You said Tuesday, Wednesday. So today is actually Wednesday. Tuesday, there was a bit of talk. Then Wednesday, boom, somebody comes out. By the way, this is just in. This was sent to me by Daniel, Carl. I'm going to send you this before I ask you this question. Believe it or not, the guy who just reported that Bernardo Silva story, right, earlier on, just look at this. So I want to understand from you. Look at that. If you look closely, he's followed by Bernardo Silva. Can anybody see that? So the guy who just reported, Oliver K, who reported the news and broke the news this morning, is followed by
Bernardo Silva. Let me explain who Oliver K is. Oliver K is tier one. Not only is he tier one, he's one of the major writers in The Athletic. In fact, I read a lot of articles about Manchester City in The Athletic for Oliver K. And his articles are always wonderfully written, always really interesting. It's kind of like Sam Lee, but you know, that's what he's like. He's tier one. I mean, senior football writer for The Athletic. He's a big boy, right? He's not a
I've noticed Sam has come down a bit now. He's getting involved in things when there are facts. Have you noticed that? Because he got stung a few times. Remember, he had an argument with Fabrizio when Fab told him Sanchez is done. Remember? So I think Sam now has sort of come down because, look, I know you always never rated Sam. I used to like him. I used to chat with him a lot on Facebook, but he used to get things right. But I think sometimes he was too reliant because he had two arguments with Fabrizio, believe it or not, because people did not go after Fab. When Fab is the one who announced Sanchez is done, right? They went after who? Sam. Yet Sam, his source was Fab. Do you know that? That's what I've noticed, that people give Fab a pass. Fab is good. Fabrizio is good. But when Fab messes up, I notice they give him more of a pass than the general. Do you get my point? Because I have seen journalists say Fab said this and they post it on that page. People go after them and ignore that somebody wrote Fab at the bottom. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
And I remember that argument was funny, Gundo. It was on Twitter. They were going back and forth. Sam was pissed off because all City fans went after him. And he said, then he went to Fab and said, but you told me this. And Fab was like, it was done, my brother, but you know this happens. So anyway, this Oliver K guy is followed by Bernardo. Shout out to you, Daniel, for sending me this earlier on. And he's the one who broke the news. I'm going to share the article he just shared. I can't read it because I don't have that super subscription from thing, but I'm just gonna read the thing.
I have a subscription. Let me try and find the article.
Yeah, so it's very good news for Man City. Bernardo Silva is now focused on staying. His head was turned by interest from Barcelona, but just like last summer, he's now happy to stay and focus fully on the season ahead at City. Can I ask something, Carl,
Yeah,
before I ask you about the boardroom question?
sure.
That sentence at the end, right? His head was turned by the interest from Barcelona, but just like last summer, he's now happy to stay and focus fully on the season ahead at Man City. He said season. Does that
Mhm.
say that maybe he's still going? Because that word season, if I heard that he's focused on staying at Man City and furthering his career, it's different. Or
I
am I
mean,
just reading deep into this?
well, Patrick,
Because
when we did our show yesterday or the day before, we talked
mm,
about the potential replacement for Bernardo Silva. We said there were three factors, right, that will
yeah,
inhibit or limit this transaction going through. One was
yeah,
uh, price, the other was a replacement, and the other was time. Okay,
mm,
when you factor, look at all those three factors, right? Barcelona don't have money; they can't pay,
mm-hmm,
right? Because they have Frankie De Jong, they have all these guys,
mm,
they have Oba, they have Memphis Depay, they have to get off the books. They can't even register Jules Koundé right now
mm,
because they don't have enough money. So to say they want to now buy Bernardo Silva with money when they haven't even registered Jules Koundé, they're smoking crack, right?
mm.
They have to raise a lot of money. Number two, time. There's only like
Mm,
a week and a half, 2 weeks left in the window. And
mm,
number three is a replacement. There is no replacement for Bernardo Silva. So the idea that he leaves the season for me is just was never on. I said it and I kept saying it. That Ake wasn't going to leave. I kept saying that Bernardo was never going to leave this season. Everybody laughed at
yeah,
me. They
there's a
laughed at you. We kept saying it, right?
yeah,
Now,
I know.
next season he could leave, which is fine
Yeah,
by me. If he wants to
yeah,
go next season, 2 years left on his contract. If we don't resign him, we sell him for a good price. We get somebody else in, and there are tons of upcoming midfielders, especially after the World Cup, that we will see and say, okay, this guy could replace Bernardo Silva. It gives us
yeah,
time. So I'm not
yeah,
worried about what happens next summer. I'm worried about what happens this year because I
yeah.
want to see this guy with Bernard, with De Bruyne, with Gundo, with Haaland play and cook in the Champions League and also the Premier League.
Yeah, fair. So there's a comment by Charlie here. I don't think it's confirmed that he's staying. I believe it when the transfer window shuts.
Yeah,
Everything can happen.
that's just
I
that's just the
I think
that's
I
just
think
the
right now for this yeah, go ahead.
that's just the local Manchester City fan worry what just speaking, Charlie. He gets overly worried. Listen, mate, right? This guy ain't going anywhere. Charlie, he's not going. No money from Barcelona, not enough time to replace him. I said the only replacement that comes with Bernardo Silva, the only deal that could make it is if Frankie De Jong comes. That's it. Because who's going to replace him?
Daniel, yeah, I know. Daniel, what you've just asked here, that why would Bernardo Silva leave? I don't get it. He has everything at City and is loved by everyone. Footballer's career is short. Why not become a legend at City and then he can leave where he wants? Yeah, he once said that he wants to go to Benfica at the age of 30, not older. He says he doesn't want to go at Benfica while he's old. He would like to go there at the age of 30 or earlier as he can. That's where he wants to retire. Yeah, I'm surprised. Everybody has been surprised by all this. Guys in the comments or guys who are watching. By the way, guys watching on Twitter, jump onto the YouTube page. Stop watching on Twitter. I'm watching you frauds. Stop being a fraud watching on Twitter and sneaking on Twitter. The only reason why I feed it on Twitter is somebody told me that YouTube gives trouble in their country, so they want to watch it on Twitter. So as a favor, I put it on Twitter. But you guys get, I know who you are. Stop watching on Twitter. Go to the YouTube channel, man. We're doing hard work here. So that's such a good statement there. Do you agree with that statement? I'm pretty sure that's what every City fan feels right now, Carl.
Yeah, I mean, he's listen. Put it up again. Listen. As I mentioned earlier on, right? I mean, the fans sang for 30 minutes or so for sang his name. He's loved. He's loved by his teammates. The manager said it. I love him. Yeah. I mean, the manager said, I love him 110%. He makes me weak when I talk about him.
Yeah.
Patrick, do you know what that means? What Pep is saying when he says it makes me weak. That means I'm almost
Yeah.
in tears when I talk about Bernardo Silva.
Yeah.
That's what it means, Patrick. When a person says he makes me weak, it's like, when the girl you're dating says, "Oh, this guy makes me weak," right? It's like she's like overly in love and overly, completely broken down when she sees him, right? She's just weak at the knees. She just loves the guy. When the manager says that about the player, he said it literally there's an emotional attachment between the manager and the player. Yes. And so it was always going to be difficult for this guy to leave the summer, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Unless a crazy deal comes in.
Yeah, guys, smash that like button. Smash that like button. Gundo is still about to answer why he told me that between Tuesday and Wednesday there'll be a decision. But before he answers that, smash that like button. There's a question here from Twisted. Twisted, how you doing? Big up to you. Big up to you, Twisted. He says, how important is Silva to City? Can you survive without him? Again, I'm going to leave Carl to answer this because Carl today is dropping bars. Carl, go ahead because today is your day. Because let me be honest, Carl, I was on the Bernardo train, but not as good as you. I wasn't driving it. You're the one driving this train. I was one of those guys that as soon as there's opportunity, I'll jump out of the train. But you were in the train 100%. Whether the train goes somewhere and crash, you were there. Said I'm gonna go down with the ship. So so you answer this. How important is Silva to City, and can you survive without him?
Bernardo Silva is super, super, super important to Manchester City. He's absolutely crucial to Man City. But we can survive without Bernardo Silva. That's the weird part. When you look at the first two games of the season, right? West Ham away and Bournemouth at home. Who was cooking for us? Gundo, Cancelo, Walker, De Bruyne, Grealish, Foden, right? All kind of cooking. So it's not about the player for us. It's about the collective. It's not about the player. It's about the collective. It's about having good guys in the team who understand what it takes to win. Guys who like themselves, who are friends, having a good guy in the team. So yes, Bernardo is super important to us and he's critical for us. But at the same time too, we can't survive without him. We can survive with a lot of these players. De Bruyne, if De Bruyne leaves, we can survive with Kevin De Bruyne. Remember 18-19 season when we didn't have De Bruyne, we got 98 points. Remember when Gundo carried us to the title in 21-22, right? Kevin was injured. So yes, it's important, but we can't survive without him.
Yeah, so there's your answer, Twisted. Let me read one comment. Better Games, how you doing, man? Big up to you, Better Games. Big up to you. What time is it in Canada? I thought you were sleeping at this time. Could City let Bernardo Silva leave given the slow start to the season from our rivals? The rivals look poor. What do you think about that? I did a show. I did a show last night, Carl. I think you didn't understand how I saw you put in a question mark.
I know.
I don't know if you watched my show. I was questioning what I saw. So I came from work, quite interesting, and those spaces, Carl, spaces. Oh, Chelsea space therapy, Liverpool therapy, Chelsea. Liverpool, what are we gonna do? The season is over. Give the title to City. I was like, how can you give a title after 2 games? Why are we not giving the title to Arsenal? So that's the. So this is the same thing. I can answer you, Veta, with my content I did last night when I came from work because I had so much energy. You know, Carl. Unfortunately, Carl was. I didn't know it was 9 a.m. yesterday at your place. But I thought you were sleeping. So anyway, I was like, you know what? Let me just do these.
No, go ahead.
I did 2. Fine. I did one for Gomez. I don't know if you saw the Gomez one. Then I did one for what you call it, the Premier League. I think it doesn't matter right now, Veta, because only 2 games have been played. Okay, so this is the thing. What if we get too excited and listen to the hype from the media and say, okay, let's sell Silva, let's sell Gundogan just because our rivals look weak? I think the weakness is not something we have to take lightly because Liverpool will be back. Liverpool will be back. They just take a light. One game they'll be back. Chelsea are looking good, even though people think they're not. I saw the game against Spurs. Chelsea looked good. They were passing. The only issue Chelsea has is they don't have creative midfielders. So a lot of chances don't get created. So go ahead, Gundo.
Yeah, two great things about the Chelsea-Tottenham game. I'm talking about poor. Let's be fair. Right, for the first 60 minutes, they were poor. They're playing the back 3 against Tuchel's back 3, and so they were poor. When they switched to a back 4, Tottenham now began to press up higher, trying to win the ball higher, and they got those 2 goals. Now, to this question around Could City let Bernardo leave given the slow start to our rivals? No, because there's still 108 points to play for, right? So this all craziness about the spaces for Chelsea and Liverpool crying about, oh, the season's over. It's all craziness because you have 108 points to play for, right? 108 points to play for. So nothing's over till it's over. But to your question, right? In a couple of weeks' time, in 2 weeks' time, we saw the Champions League. We need Bernardo Silva for the Champions League. We need him in that UCL. We're going to need all these guys. So it's not just the Premier League alone. It's also the UCL. We cannot let him go because the rivals had a slow start. We need him in all competitions.
Yeah, there's a good comment here from Daniel. He says, I twisted. Bernardo Silva is one of our best players. We need him to compete on all fronts and not to survive. Yesterday, Carl, I want you to watch my Gomez review from yesterday. It's quite interesting.
I
Do you know
watched it.
the word? Do you know the word the word tactically, right? You know, like tactically.
Yeah.
You know, I kept on saying technically. Maybe I was
Oh,
tired from
boy.
work, and I said it 3 times. And when I was watching, because I watch my own content, guys, I watch it. I watch the clips. I watch Gundo, like Vetas. When I do a whole stream, it's because I want to see where we can get better, and I also want to study where I can clip everything. So I watch my own content because I believe if you can sit down and watch your own content, then then how can people sit down and watch your
Yeah.
content? Because you have to be able to watch it and learn from your mistakes and be better. So I was
Right.
like, I said the word technically, but it doesn't matter. It's the same thing. I read that article you sent me. It helped me so much because, yes, I wanted to talk about Gomez coming. I was happy, but I already had a video of Gomez weeks ago when I said I have a feeling he's going to stay. Remember? But now I
Yes.
was like, if that's what when I was doing this Gomez video yesterday, it was out of excitement. But when I got there, I was frozen. My brain couldn't bring out content. Then I was like, I'm wasting people's time here. Then I was like, aha, Gundo's article. So you saved me because when I read that, it sort of just explained everything, what sort of player he is. And do
Yeah.
you see in that article they said he would be well suited for a team that plays attacking dominant football. I was like, my
Correct.
God, hallelujah. That's why
Correct.
we need this guy because Pep sat there and is like,
Correct.
okay, he might not be good defensively, same as Trent, same as Cancelo, which I think I'm removing Cancelo of not being good defensively, Carl, going forward. That myth is done. Cancelo, I've seen his
Well,
defending is top class. Is top class. So
well,
I think
yeah.
Gomez is going to cook. So I wish you were there yesterday. I was so pissed off that you were not there.
Yeah.
I wanted to celebrate it with you, but at the end of the
That's
day,
okay. I mean, this is you got Gomez spot on. The hard work you did on researching Gomez for the past couple of weeks, frankly, has been exemplary. This is kind of where we all kind of work together to do different things, right?
yeah,
So I want to just kind of relax on this idea about fullbacks, right? Everybody just take it,
mm,
just sit back one moment and just remove from your mind this idea of defensive fullbacks. Okay,
mm.
the only
It's
defensive
old
fullback I
school.
know, right now in the Premier in world football, right, is Aaron Wan-Bissaka,
Mm.
and he ain't getting game time. In fact, they call
Yeah.
him in a shite, right? That he's terrible, right? Let's look at the teams that actually rule European football right now. Let's look at Bayern Munich, look at Real Madrid, look at
Alfonso
City,
Davis, even though
look at
people thought
Liverpool,
he's very
right?
defensive, he's
Right?
not.
All those guys all have attacking fullbacks.
Yeah.
If you're looking for the old Maldini or the old fullbacks of 1980s, you ain't gonna
Gary
get that
Neville's
anymore.
and them, man. Yeah, Gary Neville's and them,
Yet
man. Yeah.
finished, right? It's all about literally playing 2-3-5, right, in different ways. Now Chelsea in fact, Chelsea just play an extra person in defense, it make it 3, but they're actually playing their wing backs high up the field to cross ball, like James did in that cross, right? Playing the fullbacks high to join the attack, making it either a 3, 3-2, 3-2-2-3, but 3-2-2-5, but the fullbacks are higher. Liverpool play a 2-3-5. They just play the fullbacks really high with a front 3. Real Madrid, Mendy's not very good at fullback. Carvajal's not a very good fullback. Barcelona, is Dest a good fullback? Jordi Alba, is he really a good fullback? Right? Bayern Munich, Alfonso Davies is attacking. Who's the right back for Bayern Munich? I don't know, but he's probably attacking too. So this idea of a fullback who can defend and sit back is dead and buried. And it's time
It
for us
is
to kind
dead
of
and
wake up.
buried. It
and
is dead and
recognize
buried.
what we are.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so let me just read these comments, then now I'll ask you that question again. So Veda says great start the morning with great city content. Yeah, Veda, we bring that fire, and just watch out for this season, guys. I am working on a lot of things in the background with my good friend Carl. So we're going to up a level this season. Things are gonna go up a level. We've already got a slogan here where opinions matter, because me and Carl believe in people's opinion, and obviously that's what the show is about. True fan, true city fan. Obviously, it's about fans. Um, so GM, I don't understand what Jordan means by GM. Maybe somebody will understand. So Abdul says Bernardo always guarantees you 7 out of 10 at least performances every week. Yeah, even on his bad day, he runs a lot. So Veta, it's 2 games. Yeah. He's, Daniel's answering Veta, and we want to win the CL as well. We need Bernardo Silva. We do need Bernardo Silva. Twisted says, thank you for your reply. My fear is some players like Silva can go stale by staying at the club too long. No, I don't think so. I don't think he can. Great answer, Gundorian. I agree. We will need every available body to pursue our goals for this season. Pick up to you, Veta. Daniel, I know I asked the question just to see what the guys would say. I'm hearing many rivals giving up on the season. Yeah, Veta, I think you were in one of the spaces. I saw you in one of the spaces. I think you
That's
were listening to
crazy.
them
I
too.
mean,
Very, very,
that's just
very
crazy.
like I think even Veta in the space told the people like stop jumping the gun. It's crazy. But anyway, let's go back to you, Gundo. Let me not track you away from what I asked you. So, guys, days ago, this man, Carl or Gundo or whatever he calls himself these days, because he changes Carl Gundo. We don't know what he is. There's 2 people, as I said. There's a Carl who's always very analytic and calm. Then there's Gundo who's always up for a fight on Twitter. So we're gonna speak to Carl now. So Carl, why did you tell me that Tuesday, that was last week, that Tuesday and Wednesday there'll be a decision? Do you work in Man City? What made you what
No,
made you think that way? Then why is there a
no,
decision
I
on
don't. I don't
Wednesday?
work. I don't work at the club. I don't work at the club at all. Far
Are
from
you
it. I
sure you
wish
don't
I
have a
did.
port? You don't have a port with water and you see things in the future?
No, 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 no. My wife says I should go and work for the club, though. That I talk so much about the club. I should call them and say, hey, look, I want to work as one of your analysts. But no, I don't work at the club. But what I do is that I work with good people like Patrick, like Veta, like Martin, and like all the fans on at City, Safe, Ricky, Kim, all these guys that we have on chat, Michael, and we just
Adam, big up to
Adam.
you. Adam, if you're
Yeah,
watching this, get that
yeah.
equipment.
I work with all these great people, and together we question each other, we ask tough questions, we debate, we look at all the different perspectives, and based on all that information, Patrick, is how I make my projections. Right? That's the beauty of having that the city space and the city group, because we talk about all these things. We fight, we disagree, we argue, we debate, we troll each other. But when we boil it all down, we put all these pieces together, we can make pretty accurate predictions of what's going to happen because we have a brain. So we always thought that with all stuff that's going on with the end of the window, the need to replace Bernardo, the price that Barcelona are going through, the crisis Barcelona are going through, we felt this week was going to be crucial. And we also said that this week we're going to hear a lot of stories coming out this week, not next week, about Bernardo Silva. And here we are today, Tuesday, Wednesday, we're hearing that Bernardo Silva has decided to stay at the club for this season. And so all the predictions, all the discussions from the City Lads group, our chat, WhatsApp group, you and I are here on Spaces, so on YouTube talking about this, apparently is coming to pass. This is the very same way we did the same thing for Calvin Phillips in January, where he said, looked at all the facts, had a great debate, brought all the stories out. We thought through every single part of it, and we said we believe Calvin Phillips is going to come. Same thing with Erling Haaland. Same thing with Sergio Gomez. Because we have a community that is open where all opinions matter and we learn from each other. So kudos all the
Yeah.
fans out there who engage us in discussion. Daniel's out there. Daniel, you have Daps. We have all these guys out there who are doing all these great things.
Charlie always sending us
Charlie,
videos from the
exactly.
live
Adi,
stadium.
my
Yeah.
friend
Big
Adi.
up to all of you. Yeah.
Yeah.
McLavin, Ali, everybody, all the guys who are with us. If I missed your name, I'm sorry, but all the guys, we give me a minute. We've got a clip from a Barcelona fan.
I am in pain. I am in severe pain.
So that's how Barcelona rep. So, do you think it's also the pressure from Javi saying I'm not going to extend my contract if Bernardo comes in, or do you think this has more to
Gavi.
do with Frankie De Jong saying I'm not going anywhere until you pay my money?
I think there are two things, Patrick, about this whole Bernardo deal. Number one is Frankie de Jong hasn't left, and I don't think Frankie de Jong's going to leave. I think that he's not going to United. I had a discussion with a United fan the other day where we were arguing. I think I can't remember his name, but I think he's not going to United. And then two is, if you really wanted Bernardo Silva, if Bernardo Silva was your prized asset, your number one pick, your number one guy you wanted, and you had all these levers that you used to get money in, why buy Frank Kessie? Why buy Rafinha? Why buy Christensen from Chelsea? You spend all that money on getting Bernardo Silva. And then you go and get Rafinha, and then you go and get all those guys. Why waste all that time? This is all politics by Barcelona and Laporta. Talking, getting the fans all excited, borrowing money from the future for half-baked average players. And then now you want to get Bernardo Silva with 1 week and a half to go to the end of the window from Man City where he's happy. It's a failed strategy, which tells me that this guy is not serious at all.
He's not serious. Twisted, would you swap Silva for Frankie De Jong if possible? We did a show days ago. Is it on Monday? Twisted. If you go back to Pitch Points or the True City Fan channel or Pitch Points, you'll find we did a show where we're talking about people who can replace Bernardo Silva. We said all City fans on that show said they'll gladly welcome Frankie De Jong as a swap for Bernardo Silva. And today, trust me, if this came in as an option, Gundo is taking that option because he's a fan of Frankie De Jong. So that's the answer to your question. Let me see. I sent you a DM, Patrick. That's what Oliver K said in his article. Okay, let me go back. So, Carl, you want to say anything on the Frankie De Jong thing? Obviously, we've got a whole video, but you want to just share a bit with what's his Twisted.
I mean, for me, Patrick, I just love Frankie De Jong. Frankie De Jong. Just every time I watch him play, he's the perfect Bernardo replacement. He's just perfect. He carries the ball, he moves, he passes, he distribution, short passing, everything that we want in the replacement is there. So if Bernardo were to go for whatever reason, I always said that for me, the ideal transaction would be to get Frankie De Jong in as a swap. And that City should go after that. But Bernardo's not going to leave. So the question now is, what does Frankie do? Right? I don't want Frankie to go to Chelsea for two reasons. Number one, I think that it would destroy his football, because he doesn't play a back three system. That's me, though. He's very good in the back four as a free eight. Chelsea don't play with free eights. They play with two CDMs, wing backs, three center defenders, and then three attack. So Frankie can't play up high up the field. He's more of a midfielder, kind of a ball winner in the middle of the park, and not to the back two in the back three. That's kind of why I want him in a team that plays a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-3-3. Now, if Chelsea change to a 4-2-3-1, then okay, I would like to see Frankie De Jong play that because I know he can play in that system, but not in the back three or back five that they play in.
Yeah, big up to Daniel again. Daniel coming in clutch today, plugging us again. He says Man City have been reluctantly in negotiations with Barcelona for Bernardo Silva only if the club came with an offer in July. Man City are unwilling to enter negotiations this late into the transfer window. There you go, Carl. So they were in negotiations, but they wanted an offer in July, which makes sense. You can't start offering now. I think I said in one of the streams that a big deal like this has to happen early in the window. And you just said it here that if these guys are serious, like they're serious people, why don't you make Bernardo your first one through the door? So at the end of the day, this was becoming comedy. And some of those amounts that were being thrown around, 60 million, 50 million. I think it was just a matter of them trying to still push an agenda, trying to put pressure on Man City, but things were not working out. Do you get my point? So at the end of the day, I think we're all happy, guys. We're all happy that Bernardo Silva is staying, even if it's for this season. I don't mind. All Bernardo has to do is learn from Sane. Yeah, Sane wants to come back to City. He looks like he misses City. Cool, I'll check it out. Twisted, yeah, go check it out, man. Go check out the Bernardo Silva, the case for the Man City midfielder, which was well presented by Carl and a lot of good research. Frankie de Jong doesn't offer the energy that Bernardo does. I know for formidable Centurions, but there's a difference. If Frankie de Jong comes in, trust me, what Frankie de Jong has, Bernardo doesn't have. Yes,
Correct.
what Bernardo has, Frankie doesn't have. But what Frankie de Jong has, you guys
Yeah.
have no idea. This
Yeah.
kid can, with for like the same thing Bernardo does, where he can get off pressure. He's press resistant. So, guys,
Yeah.
trust me, go watch videos of Frankie de Jong. I'm still worried that Bernardo might go. This useless friend against
No.
Barca
No.
would be
No.
the factor. No, don't be
No.
worried about that.
Let me answer.
I think
Let me
he's
answer that question. Let me answer that question.
yeah. Go ahead.
So,
Yeah.
Coutinho, let's think about this from a logical perspective, right? Do you really think that City will go play the friendly, and then Bernardo Silva goes in the friendly, and we have 3 days left to the window, or 4 days left to the window, we have no one to replace him, and the club will be happy with that? It's not happening, right? Coutinho, the manager has said he wants this guy to stay 110%. His teammate, his vice captain, his leader has come out and said he's not going anywhere. We're seeing stories from Oliver Kay today that the guy's going to settle down. He ain't going anywhere, guy. He ain't going anywhere. Right? That clapping of the fans on Saturday was, according, this Martin said this, right, was the fact that he recognizes that, hey, this is my sorry, thank you for backing me up. I am staying. That's what it was. I don't think he's going. Not for any friendly or no.
Yeah,
He's
Daniel
not.
says Bernardo. Yeah, I think the people. If anybody's from England or from Man City is watching this, guys, keep doing that. Keep singing these players. The players need to be loved. Sometimes all players do. All players need is love. They're also human beings. They need love. They just need love from the fans. They need you to sing for them, like how you were singing. Like shout out to you. Like I was at home watching that in Ireland, but I still felt the love too. Sometimes players need to feel that love. They feel that they're needed because when he goes home and even his own missus will ask him, like, look at that, how much they love you. Do you really want to go? Do you know what I mean? Do you really want to go? And it will give him that. And these rumors that he's moved out of the flat to a house, maybe it'll be better. I said it on I commented on Jan's status that maybe him moving out of the house means he wants to start a family. When you have kids, kids change you. Kids will change you. Trust me, kids will change you. So maybe he wants to settle down because living in a flat for that long also is not that great. But maybe if he gets a backyard, you know what I mean, a house with a backyard, he'll be able to sit in the backyard with the. Sometimes Manchester weather is not great, but you never know. Are we in panic by territory at this stage or of the transfer window? Yes, we are twisted. Every club right now that's starting to buy it's called a panic buy, or maybe they're already prepared to buy somebody. But right now, if you start looking for, let's say, if you wanted to replace a big player in your team and you waited till now, you will panic buy. And guess what? Clubs will charge you a lot because they know you're desperate. So
Correct.
you twisted, you're right. So guys, like the vid, guys. I'm just gonna read your comments and we'll close up. Pep wanted Frankie de Jong before he went to Barcelona. Pep
It's
won't
not
go
true.
back to sign him again.
I
Is
just want to
okay,
clarify
so
that. So Pep wanted
yeah,
Laporte. Pep wanted
yeah, and
Laporte
Laporte
turned him down,
refused.
and Pep went back for him again. So this idea that Pep doesn't go back for players is not true. Let's be
Yeah.
clear.
Yeah, it depends on how you say no. For formidable Centurions, it depends on
Yeah,
how you
that's
say no.
true.
Because Laporte said I wasn't ready. He said no. Frankie de Jong, his head was turned by Messi, but Messi is gone now. So look,
Yeah,
you never
yeah.
know. That clapping for Bernardo looked like a goodbye to me. I hope I am wrong. No, it's not,
No,
man.
no.
Look at the reports, and it's a bit too late right now, man. Don't worry. Continue. Relax, man. Relax. Chill today, man. Chill. Bernardo Chant is my favorite one. Goosebumps. Yeah. Bernardo running down the wing. Yeah. We still need a winger. We're thin
We
on the
don't need a
wings.
winger. We don't need a winger.
Yeah.
We don't need winger for what? Winger for what? We have Foden on the left, Alvarez on the right, and Haaland through the middle. You bring a winger
Okay.
in to do
So
it, sit on the
so
bench?
so so we have Foden. Alvarez can play in the wing. We have Riyad Mahrez. We've got Palmer. We've got Jack. Yeah. So five. There's five
Yeah,
players
it's
that
just
can play in the wing. We don't need a winger, man. We will be fine. We'll be fine. The only issue we
yes.
had
I
was
mean,
the
Abdallah,
fullback
if
position, and now it's been fixed.
Abdallah, and this is probably Abdallah, my good friend Abdallah, who's always concerned. Is okay. You bring a winger in. You're going to buy a winger in the next 2 weeks, and then pay 100 million for him? Nah. The board have done exceptionally well. Anybody who questions the board needs to get their head examined. right? You got Calvin Phillips, Erling Haaland, right? Bernardo stays. You got a left back. You got a backup goalkeeper. What else do you want? Seriously. And you spend less than 120 million on all these people. You got 10 million for a left back, 51 million for Erling Haaland, 42 million for Calvin Phillips, right? Bernardo stays, right? That's 100 million spent so far.
Sergio Gomez can also play as a winger.
Yeah, we got 10 million for him. So you spent 110 million and you sold almost 200 million. So you made a profit this year over 100 million pounds. And you got Erling Haaland, Calvin Phillips, Sergio Gomez, and Bernardo Silva, and you have a backup goalkeeper. Guys, if we don't celebrate this club and this board, man, we're not serious. Look over the street to the red side of Manchester, where Elon Musk apparently tweeted trolling Man United that he wants to buy them. I mean, seriously, guys, come on.
Yeah, guys, we have to be happy. Let's be positive as City fans, guys. I'm going to speak to you as City fans. Let's be positive, right? All of us have had moments where we're negative. I have had moments where I'm negative. Carl has also had moments where he's negative. Everybody has, but Carl has always told me to be positive. Let's be positive. We were being negative about a left back. From nowhere, a left back has showed up. Now we've got actually about four left backs that can play left backs. I am happy right now that we've got Sergio Gomez. He can play all over the. So guys, let's be happy. So I'm gonna continue reading the comments, guys. City were desperate for a defender, hence swallowed their pride, but we don't need Frankie. Trust me, formidable Centurion, we don't need Frankie right now. But if Frankie was available and he told Man City, I want to go to Man City, trust me, Pep is not saying no. I can guarantee you that. Final question: what is City's weakness in the squad that needs addressing? For me right now, it was the left back position. No, we don't have a lot of weaknesses. For me right now, I am happy with the squad. Daniel says he's happy with the squad. City fans, we are happy with the squad. I speak for myself, but some City fans who I know are happy with the squad. Weaknesses, no, we've got Calvin Phillips, who is a very good DM. We've got Gundo, who's back to his best. And once he starts playing a lot like that, he's very dangerous. We've got Bruyne, who's on fire these days. He's scoring goals and assisting. We've got Bernardo Silva, who's full of energy. And now he'll be more motivated after what the club, the fans did. If he stays for longer. We've got Haaland. Then we've got Alvarez as his sub. We've got Cole Palmer, who's an upcoming winger. We've got Jack Grealish, who needs to prove himself this season, so he's more motivated to do it. We've got Riyad Mahrez, who extended his contract. We've got Foden, who's about to extend his contract. Right now, we're in a good place. Lampard is injured, but we've got Nathan Ake, who's doing so well. At the beginning, majority of us never had hope in Nathan Ake, including myself. Now he's very stable, used to the system, playing at a high level. We've got John Stones, who's back. We've got Walker, who looks younger than he is. We've got Cancelo, who was better in the last game than the first game. So Man City right now is doing good, man. We're eating good. We don't have a lot of serious injuries. It's just Laporte is injured, and obviously it's because he was playing with an injury last season. And then we've got Palmer, who's got a bit of a knock, but he'll be back. Even Sergio Gomez can play on the wing. So Candino says Jack and Palmer are not good enough to play on the wings. No, man, come on. Jack and Palmer are good enough to play on the wings. Don't believe that. Jack will do good. Jack will do good. Trust me, Jack is going to do good.
So let me ask Abdullah a question, okay? You tell me who you should go and buy. You tell us who you want us to bring in as a winger. Right? My old boss used to tell me, don't come to me with a problem unless you have a solution. So you tell me, Abdullah, you tell us who you want us to go and buy as a winger and tell us how much we should pay.
Yeah, Abdullah, there's a question for you. So, Patrick, you don't read my comments soundly. What do you mean I don't read your comments soundly? I just read your comments. You said City were desperate for a defender, hence swallowed. Because like you say, it's pride. So they're pride, but we don't need. I just read your comments from me about Centurions. I read everybody's comment the same way. Do I read his comments different, Carl? He says I don't read his comments soundly. I don't know what he means by that. But top of the league, 0 goals conceded, great squad. But somehow some of these fans are not happy. I don't know, Daniel, what's gonna make fans happy. Like, what will make you guys happy? As Carl says, guys, tell us in the comment. What will make you happy? We've got a left back now, and we've Jack is a winger. Jack can play as a winger, as a midfielder. Jack is good as a winger. He tries his best. Trust me, Jack will do good. Even Pep said Jack played very well in the West Ham game. Don't listen to the media telling you, at Aston Villa, blah blah blah. At Aston Villa, it's a different team. Everything went through him. Watch the video I made about Jack Grealish. I made a video months ago. So let me read this by Formidable Centurions. Like I said, we don't need a Frankie De Jong. And his high wages. Patrick, sorry, mate. That's not how clubs operate.
So let me answer that question, right? So this is this is the problem when fans don't really use their gray matter in their head, right? The whole idea about high wages, right? Frankie De Jong's wages are going to decrease either which way, whether he stays at Barcelona or he comes to another club. He's not going to get 4 or some thousand a week. And their wage, you can structure wages to make sure he's compensated either through basic salary and also bonuses, right? So this idea that he won't move because of his high wages is a falsehood. Players move, players renegotiate, players restructure their contracts based on the environment that they're walking into. So let's be clear. This idea that, somehow his wages, $1 million there, he moves to X, therefore he wage. No. Transactions can be restructured.
Yeah, can I say something formidable, Centurions? Me and Carl made a video about Haaland. We made about 5 videos about Haaland way before Haaland signed. We made one 2 years ago, a year ago, in November, way before the media started talking about Haaland. Carl came to me off camera and told me, let's make a video about Haaland, the case of Haaland. I said, but Haaland will be expensive. Carl said, no, that's a lie. There's a lot of media putting lies, and we did a case for Haaland. It's on the channel. Formidable Centurion, go watch it. A lot of people told us that no, he's got high wages. He's gonna demand like 500 a week because the media was saying that. But now he's on 375 as De Bruyne. If Frankie De Jong comes in on 300 like Jack is on 300. Why are we not? Why are people not complaining about Jack's wages? That 300 euro. That 300. I'm telling you, Frankie De Jong can come to Man City and take that 300 euro because he's gonna play better football. Guys, I'm telling you, you have to think about the structure. The structure at City, the wages are still high. Like you look at De Bruyne. He's on 375. Haaland is on 375. Frankie De Jong is on 350 at Isn't he on 350 or
no, Frankie's on 474 at FC Barcelona, right?
Yeah, he would take the 375 if we wanted him. He would take it.
But the idea is that to say that a player cannot restructure their contracts and in negotiation with the club to have bonuses, add-ons, all that kind of stuff is a fallacy, right? When you structure a deal, it's about what gives, what takes, what gives, what takes. It's about the transaction. It can be done. It's not hard to be done. It all depends on the motivation of the player and what the player wants. So I don't thank you, Bobo. I don't want people to get stuck on this idea that his wages are X at a club, therefore he can't move. No. There's so many different factors that can be considered in making sure that the player gets the compensation that they deserve, but also the club is not also doesn't break their wage structure, right? So it's look at Mohamed Salah. Everybody said, Liverpool will never pay over 400k for Mohamed Salah. Guess where we are today? Salah's getting over 400k. Why? Because
things are changing, man. Like if we wanted him, I'm telling you, formidable Centurions, he would come in for the 300. In fact, he's taking the 300 because they were offering him Pogba's wages, which were less than his. But look, man, we are all fans. We are all discussing. We're all talking. But sometimes we do research, and if you want, you can go do your own research. But Frankie De Jong, if he was coming, obviously he's not coming right now. So look, we might be having a pointless debate. But I think if they wanted him, Pep wanted him, he would come in and they would negotiate wages. It's not that you go to another place and you still take. I've seen players reduce their wages. Look at the people who are reducing the wages by going to Barcelona. How is that possible? They're reducing the money they're receiving. Even Adama reduced his wages and he was offered more wages elsewhere at Tottenham and he reduced his wages. So things are possible. YSK, amazing squad. It's an amazing squad, yeah. So continue. Jack and Palmer are better midfielders than wingers, in my opinion. Yeah, I respect your opinion, man. Everybody's opinion is vetted. As what does this say, Carl? It says where opinions matter. Everybody's opinion in the comments is respected. You have your own opinion. We have our own opinion. Everybody's opinion matters here. We're done for the season. Maybe RB. No, we don't need a right back. Come on. For Formidable Centurions, what's going on? What's going on here? Formidable, did you have your coffee? Have your coffee, man. What's going on? Okay, let me say this again. Carl, I'm going to say this again. We have Kyle Walker, right back. Cancelo, right back. We've got Brandt, left back. We've got Sergio Gomez, left back. 4 players. Let me go to Liverpool. Robertson, left back. Simicas left back, Trent right back, Gomez plays as a right back, and then they've got an academy kid now at Liverpool who's amazing. Carl, by the way, when I get his name, I'll send you. Amazing. He's a black as a black kid, but he's very physical, Carl, and fast, and he's a right back. If Klopp doesn't use that kid, my God, he's missing out because he offers something different from Trent. I was watching him too preseason. He's very fast, like very fast and defensive. So a lot of Liverpool fans are raving about him. So why can the amazing City handle my mid-table Palace? It twisted. It's just unfortunate. Every time we play against you, you guys turn up at a different level. And look, the last game, Laporte had a red card, and you guys squeezed us very well. But you know what I can tell you, Twisted? You guys missing Conor Gallagher is a big factor because Conor Gallagher caused us trouble at the Etihad. Remember, Carl? Conor Gallagher caused us so much trouble at the Etihad.
So if I can just dispel this idea that Palace are a great side and they cause a lot of teams problems, but reality is that I think Palace have only won against City in the past 10 games, maybe twice. The 3-2, the 2-0 last season when the red card, and the 3-2 that Townsend strike. Apart from that, I think it's been 5-0, 4-0, 2-0, 2-1 over the past couple of seasons. So there's a bit of recency bias to this thing where, yes, Palace give problems, and because it's so rare that City lose games, it becomes a headline. But when you look at the data itself, it's like, okay, 2 games, 1 out of 10 or 12 or something like that. It's an outlier, if you would. It's like Liverpool against Palace last night, right? Liverpool always beat Palace, but yesterday they won red card and was 1-1. It's a blip, it's a data point, but if they play that game again 10 times, Liverpool win.
Candinho has answered you, Carl. He says he wants Anthony or Pedro Neto.
They're not good enough for City. They're not good enough for City. I'm sorry. Anthony's not good enough, neither is Pedro Neto. Which winger right now? The wingers who are good enough for City right now, Mohamed Salah, he's not coming. Heung-min Son, he's not coming. Who?
Vinicius
Jr., he ain't coming. Right? Even Dembele is not good enough. Rafinha, not good enough. So that's what we're talking about. If you want quality, right, top quality, that's who you're looking at. You're not getting those players. Bringing Anthony, is Anthony better than Grealish? Is Anthony better than Van Foden? No. Is Pedro Neto better than Phil Foden as a winger? No. So why spend money to go buy him? So give me more names, man. Give me more. People talk about Rafael Leao. He's not good enough. We're talking about a championship team. We're not talking about trying to win top 4 or get top 6. It's winning in a Pep system year upon year upon year. It's about getting to 94, 95 points, not 82 or 80 or 75. Right? Who else is there, winger in the Premier League that we can look at? At United,
not
Sancho.
many. Sadio Mane went to Bayern. Sane is at Bayern. Sane is at Bayern. He's not coming here. Right. Yeah. So let me read this. There's an article here that was sent to me by Daniel. Again, Daniel plugged us. He says Bernardo Silva is going to buy a house in Manchester. He's signing for Barca, increasingly complicated. So apparently, the guy who broke the news, that's what he wrote to me in the thing, in the DM, is apparently the guy who broke the news, as he wrote in the comment, Carl. He says, check your DMs. But check your DMs. The guy who said Bernardo will buy a house in Manchester is followed by Oliver K. So these generals are connected. You know what I mean? So they're connected and they're all reporting on this. Obviously they're giving each other. So I would love to see Grealish shine. Partnership between him and Haaland. Yeah, it will come. It will come. Carl, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. There's a reason why the club sold few players to free wages with the FFP around. They are already looking at targets for next summer.
Yeah. So just to be clear to everybody, okay, Formidables, you're absolutely right that they sold players. But does everybody know that the whole FFP structure has completely changed? And we did a show about this a couple of months ago.
Yeah, we did a couple of months ago. They've changed it. The FFP is down. Well, why do you think teams are blowing so much money? Like, look at Arsenal. They've blown about 500 plus within 2 windows. And look at teams like, what's the other team? Look at Chelsea. Chelsea just keeps spending money. Just like that. FFP is down, man.
Yeah, so FFP has changed for formidable Centurions. It's no longer the old FFP. The new FFP is this. It's about wages and amortization over revenue. That's new FFP. So you cannot go above, for this year, 90% wages to income ratio. City were about, before last year, were about, I think, 79% or so. So this year, you can't go above 90%. Now, because we have more revenue from sales of players, we have more TV revenue, we have more match day revenue, and now we have player sales, it allows us to spend money and still be under UEFA's cap and compete in the Champions League next year. Are you following me? So the whole old FFP is gone. There's a new FFP called the FSR. It's called the FSR. It's called the Financial Sustainability Rules, which says that clubs must be below 90% wages income this year, 80% the year after, and then 70% in year 3. City are way below that at this point in time. And because we've made more money from sales, from commercials, from selling players, we are well below that limit. So there's nothing about an investigation or FFP that we should be worried about, which is why Chelsea are spending, because they have more money, and they're also going to sell players, and they're below that. Actually, they're above that limit right now, but they will get below that in the next couple of years.
There's a comment here about Candino, which is a good one. Why do fans complain about transfer fees and wages? Unless you're a season ticket holder, you shouldn't complain. It doesn't matter even if you're a season ticket holder. At the end of the day, like I get where you're coming from, Coutinho. Like at the end of the day, clubs are run by people who are businessmen. Some of them are business people.
Correct.
Some of them, like the guys who run our club were running Barcelona when Barcelona was successful. So you guys, we are lucky to have these people. We are not like the red side of Manchester where they're struggling. Guys, we have to give hope to these people. People, I was watching you on Twitter, majority of you, not the guys on the comments, but everybody out there. People are saying Tiki is a fraud when he didn't pay for Cucurella. He's a fraud, or he's done out here. Look at Tiki, release clause merchant. But guys, believe in these guys. They sit down in meetings before they come out. Yeah, it enter our money. Formidable Centurion says, Patrick, you're reading my comments not in the same frequency, hence the misunderstanding. I don't. Come on, Formidable. How do you want me to read? Okay, I'm going to read the next one, smiling. Esbrand and Gomez backups. Cancelo is our left back. Walker is the only right back.
I can agree with that. I think yes, I think that Cancelo is the first choice left back. But what will end up happening for Midlevels is that when Gomez begins to play left back, right, and begins to shine, this guy has a wicked left foot. So the weakness in Cancelo at left back is that Cancelo is right-footed. So which means that when he goes down the byline, he has to check back onto his right foot and across the ball, which takes time off the arriving into the box to score a goal.
Yeah, and did you see that article you gave me that Gomez has the ability to do a first-time pass, and that's where most goals came for Van it. Yeah,
correct. Gomez has the ability to give that first pass on his left foot, and it's wicked to get into the box for a Haaland, for an Alvarez, for anybody to score a goal. Cancelo has to check back on his right and bring it back in, which is why Cancelo is beautiful in that inverted winger thing in the middle, because he has the ability to kind of play that midfield. So yes, they are backups now, but I expect what will happen is that Gomez begins to build his own street cred, owns that left back, and then Cancelo now moves to support Walker on the right back. Because Walker can't play every single game. He won't. And we can't have Rico Lewis, as good as he is, starting first-team games in the Premier League.
And by the way, that's another option. Rico Lewis is going to stay with the first team. He'll be playing with the academy, but he's been picked. Rico Lewis has been picked by Pep that is going to stay with the first team. And Rico Lewis looks like somebody who's going to play FA Cup and Carabao Cup games. So, guys, let's see. I don't believe FFP exists because of our case. It got killed. Yeah, you're right about that, man. City are about to offer a new improved contract to Bernardo, maybe Pep. For us, it's easy to say spend, and Frankie is staying at a... No, we're not saying spend. For Midlevels, we're not saying spend. I know that fans with spend. Like, all fans do like that. For Midlevels, by the way, your opinion matters, man. That's part of my channel. It says where opinions matter. So everybody who's commenting right now, your opinion matters. We will not shut down your opinion. All we do is we will do a constructive way to answer you, to answer back, because that's what we're doing here. We're chatting as fans. So don't be scared. When I'm reading everybody's comment the same way. Don't forget,
Patrick, I just want to say that
Pep really likes him. Yeah.
Right. When we answer back, it's not because we're saying your opinion doesn't matter. We're saying, hey, we're having a debate. You have your opinion, we have our opinions, but that's the joy of having this platform, is that we can exchange ideas, and we can also learn, from you, Formidables, or from you, Abdallah, about, okay, here's what he's thinking. Maybe he has a point there. I haven't thought about that. That's the joy of the platform, is to exchange ideas in this global environment that we live in.
That's where all this came from. That's why me and Carl always speak to you guys in the comments. Sometimes it gets intense. Trust me, guys. Reading the comments, when there's a lot of you, the comments start going fast, isn't it, Carl? They go fast, and somebody told me I have to slow down the comments. I found the setting, but we try our best to talk to you guys, because we don't know better than you. We are all fans here, so you might tell us something new while we're on the show, so we also get educated. So both of us educate each other. It's as if we're having a conversation over a coffee, as a Man City fan to a Man City fan. When we don't know better than anybody. We are all fans. We are all fans here, guys. As I said, where opinions matter. So, Carl, do you have anything else to say? We might set up another show before the Bernardo one if we find something to talk about. But do you have anything to say before we go? Are you happy Bernardo staying? Are you happy that now we can focus on the season? We don't have any distractions. The Bernardo comments from Barcelona can stop now, for now, and we can have a better season, and he can also be focused.
I mean, I'm just blessed to be able to support this club at this point in time, and have these fans that are just magnificent, who are all watching right now. Abdallah, Daniel, the Centurions, everyone who's out there. We enjoy the game. We do this for you. I've told Patrick many times that for me, this is just a hobby, and Patrick provides a platform for us to do this. Let's get on with the season. Let's see what this team can do. Already we are, top of the league, 2 games gone, but it's just the way we're playing. We haven't even hit like top gear. We're like in gear 3, and yet we've got past West Ham, we've got past Bournemouth, in basically one half of the game, literally, and we have Newcastle next. I'm looking forward to the Newcastle game, because I think that will give us more opportunity to express ourselves.
Where the team is. Yeah,
I think Bernardo will start that game against Newcastle. That's the kind of game we need
to, because Bruno and Lincoln, whatever is what's his name? What's his name? The other guy? The Brazilian
this is the kind
guy
of game.
Used to be a striker. He used to be a striker. The other guy.
I know what you're talking about.
Whatever his
Brazilian
name
guy.
is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So he's become a very good midfielder.
Yeah, I think this is the kind of game where you will see Bernardo Silva come to life. This is the perfect game for him. So I expect him to happen. But I'm happy. Bernardo, welcome back. Thank you for clapping the fans. The fans love you. This season, do your best. Show us, why we love you. Show all the rivals how special you are. And for Barcelona fans out there, you should hold your board accountable, man. I'm sorry. All this twerking for players, you need to hold your board accountable. You have the opportunity to sign this guy. You went for Christensen and Rafinha and 32-year-old Lewandowski, and you signed Ousmane Dembele again on a contract when you know that he's on a half a leg. You should hold Laporta and them accountable for a shambolic run in the club. You've borrowed money from the future to pay for these players who can't even make most of the top 6 teams, and yet you're twerking and squeezing for everybody out there. You should be ashamed of yourselves. You should be ashamed.
No, hi Mills. I wasn't talking about someone in London. I was talking about the striker who used to be a striker, Joe Linton, isn't it? Is it Joe Linton? Joe Linton or something?
Yes, Joe Linton. Yes, Joe Linton.
Yeah, Joe Linton. Yeah, he's become
Rondon is at Everton.
Yeah, so Formidable Centurion says Laporte didn't go to another club, unlike Frankie de Jong. Okay, wanted Barcelona move. I would give chance to Sane. No, big up my respect to you, man. Like I respect your opinion, as I said. If that's the opinion, we also agree with that. So, guys, that's it for now. If I think of anything else to speak about, I'll talk to Carl. We might be on the Football and Chills, or we'll do a program on the Football and Chills, because I'm trying to push that channel. Go to Football and Chills, guys, and subscribe to Football and Chills. Subscribe to Pitch Points also, and subscribe to the True City Fan channel, and like the vid, guys. Like the vid. We've been with you for 1 hour here talking about Bernardo Silva. We all hope he stays. Olin says, I hope Bernardo stays. Yes, I hope he stays too. It's looking like it's good news. He's going to stay. So, guys, what do you think in the comments, guys, or the people who are watching this later on? Put a comment in the comment section. Say, are you happy that Bernardo is staying? Or do you think he's just going to stay for this season and go next season? What do you think? How do you think this does to the squad? Because now the squad knows Bernardo is staying. They know we've got another extra body, and we're here to play. It gives us a more stronger mentality. And as the vice captain, De Bruyne said that days ago, he doesn't see Bernardo leaving. So thank you very much, everybody.
Patrick,
Thank
it's
you
one thing.
very much, everybody.
Abdallah, it's one thing. There's only one winger in the whole world that I would take right now, right? Only one winger. Joao Felix of Atletico Madrid. So I'll give that to you, Abdallah. And that one I give to you. That's the only winger that I would take at City. Sorry, Patrick.
No, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine, guys. Because as I say, don't forget to like, subscribe, and put your notification buttons on. So every time we are on, you can be able to know that we're on. Guys, thank you very much. I appreciate the comments. I always appreciate the fact that you always come on. Like the vid, guys. It's important to like the vid because of the algorithms on YouTube. Like the vid, like the vid, like the vid. And goodbye.